Welcome back. Time for some 814 Funny. Joining us now, we've got this guy. How are you here and here?
I know, I'm jumping at the same time as I'm sitting.
We've got David Kaye, if you can't tell. He's a comedian based out of Pittsburgh. He's talking all about a show that he has coming up this weekend right here in Bedford, which is the 814. We
Yes,
love
it
having
is.
you, David.
Yes, I'm going to be at the Off Pitt Street Theater this coming Saturday at 8 p.m.
Okay, show off the shirt.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is.
Lucky AF.
Lucky AF.
So, of course, for daytime TV purposes, what are you saying AF stands for?
Always funny. That's what I'm going with on this TV show. Always funny. Or it could be amusing father. How about ambitious fellow?
Are you a dad?
I am a dad.
Okay. Do your kids find your jokes funny?
My daughter thinks I'm hysterical. She really does.
How old is she?
She's 22.
Aww.
She thought I was funnier when I was a kid, when she was a kid. But now that she's old, no, you know what? She still thinks I'm funny.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, give us some more.
How about awkwardly fastidious? Awesome facial hair.
Oh,
how about that? Look at that.
Are those considered mutton chops?
They are mutton chops. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I forgot.
What?
I forgot my hat.
You have an Irish. Okay, this is what happens on live TV when you have comedians. Oh, you're David
Hey, I
Cap.
forgot my time o'shanter. A time o'shanter. And that's why I'm doing it Lucky AF, because it's St. Patrick's Day.
How Irish are you?
I'm half Irish. Well, I'm actually a quarter Irish. But I'm mostly Polish. Half Polish, quarter Irish, partly Wales.
Okay.
Welsh.
I always say that everyone is Irish on St. Patrick's Day, and I don't know if you noticed, but I call that a Jeff Cap.
A Jeff Cap?
And that's why I called it a David Cap.
Oh, I did not know that.
I can get down with the best of them.
I didn't know that.
David, what would you say your humor is like when you're doing your stand-up?
My stand-up is really personal. It is actually, I mean, everything that I talk about is about me. I don't talk about anybody else. And people say, Dave, why? Why did you get into stand-up comedy? And I'll tell you why.
Do tell.
Well, I mean, it was a childhood trauma and my wanting to
work through it?
No, always trying to impress my father, and every comedian that's a comedian will tell you they had issues with their father. So that's what happens.
Oh wow!
So yeah, we're always trying to get approval.
Did your dad laugh at your jokes?
Until he died, yeah, and then because I lost my father, I was only 14 when my father died.
Oh,
yeah.
So, but he was supporting you up until you
Yes, he had a heart attack while mowing the grass.
Oh my goodness! Did
Well,
you turn
at
that
least
into
that's
a
what
joke, David?
At least that's what he wrote in the letter.
Okay, so I will say your humor did have me chuckling in the office.
He wrote that in the letter. See? Okay. So anyhow, very sarcastic. A lot of sarcasm in
but
my
also
material.
honing true to your own life, and you've got a great bit talking about going to bed, I guess I'll say.
Yes, yes it is.
Let's take a look.
I didn't think we had a lot in common, her and I, but we do. Turns out after a couple of weeks of dating, I realized we both love to travel, we both love blues music, and we both have a CPAP machine. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, if you don't know what a CPAP machine, it's this medical apparatus that has a mask that you strap onto your face at night when you go to bed. It blows air into your lungs while you're sleeping because you are too weak and pathetic as a human being to stay alive while you're in a state of unconsciousness. Yeah, God forbid the electricity goes off at our house.
Okay, I laughed the second time I saw it too. That's
and that's
good
that's an absolutely true story. I mean, most everything that I do is based on what happens in my life. I really can't. I wish I could just come up with a joke and somebody say, "Hey, write a joke about a fire hydrant." No, I can't. Okay. I would have to either hit the fire hydrant or run into it or something like that. So,
who would you say are some of your biggest comedy inspirations?
One of my inspirations. You know what? Howie Mandel was one of my biggest. Was like when I was younger, I loved watching Howie Mandel. Obviously, I'm at an age where I watched a lot of Tonight Show with Johnny Carson.
Okay.
There was a guy by the name of Pete Barbuti who was from Pittsburgh.
Wow.
And he was a big Vegas act. And And of course, you know, the big ones, George Carlin, Richard Pryor.
I was wondering about Seinfeld, because it's so
not so much
relatable.
Seinfeld,
Oh.
Gary Shandling,
Okay.
who was like the opposite of a Jerry Seinfeld. So Gary Shandling was another big influence for me.
This is awesome. I'm excited.
I'm
It's
excited.
this Saturday. Tell us all about the Lucky AF Comedy Tour, how people can get tickets.
Oh, they can get the tickets at offpittstreettheater.com, I believe.
Or they can scan that QR
They can
code in
scan
the
the
corner.
QR code. They can go to the Slapsticks Productions website, slapsticksproductions.com, and they can get them there. It'll link them to the Off Pitt Street Theater
Perfect.
website.
And of course, we'll be putting this on social media so people can just link
Yes,
out, get your
yes.
tickets. And we love having you, David. The
It's always
energy.
great to be with you. I love it. Look, there I am. I'm jumping in the air. I'll be doing a lot. I won't be jumping, but I'll be moving around a lot on stage.
Can you
And
do a
it's-
cartwheel?
No, I can't do a cartwheel, but I can do some yoga. I can do yoga, but that's all. I can't do much. You don't want me to do yoga
Just
now,
real
do you?
quick, would you say your show, is it more PG-13 or maybe a little
It's going to be a little bit PG-13,
Okay.
depending on the audience, what they want.
Okay.
I can go R, but I try to keep it PG-13.
I like that. So we're kind of saying 21 and up, and I'd love just tell them what type of humor. And you can also check out David's website right there on the screen.
Yes.
Thanks for coming on, David.
Thanks for having
Thanks
me.
for making me laugh.
I
on this
love to make you
Thursday.
laugh.
Caitlin, did you laugh at all?